Played some of the struggles in the first half, first three quarters offensively that you guys had with pretty much everything you were trying to do. Can you have an explanation for what was going wrong and what they were doing?
Cal just, they playing really good for us. We played really good today. They outplayed us at the end of the day. That's all I could really say about that part. They just outplayed us.
What started to work for you there in the second half?
Just getting a feel for what they were doing. I think that's with anybody. Once you get a feel for how a team's playing against you, how they're hitting you, their tempos, then you can kind of get comfortable and start doing what you do.
Quite a bit of an experience up front. Did you sense that maybe once you got to the fourth quarter, those guys were starting to kind of gel and get it a little bit?
Like I just said, once you start understanding the team and you get used to them, I think that's with any team, whether inexperienced or experienced with a team. Once you get a feel for it, I think you can move them a little bit better, and that's what our line started doing.
What was the struggling with the run game in the first half? You couldn't really get much. Were there no holes? What was going on there?
Like I said, they just playing really good. They had us bottled up. They just outplayed us. I can't say anything else other than they outplayed us in that aspect.
What did it feel like to finally get out there on the field wearing Carolina blue after your history here?
Yeah, that felt good. That felt really good. Just being back in Carolina, I got a lot of pride in this place, and I have a lot of faith, and I believe in this team. And seeing how we finished that game, from that onside kick that we should have got, I think, but we didn't stop fighting. So whether you believe in us or you don't, I got a lot of faith, and I think when this thing gets rolling, I think we're going to be something scary here.
How much can you build on that fourth quarter?
A lot. I think a lot. You take that into the next game and to the rest of the season, and there's no telling what we can do at Carolina.
Is part of what you build on the fact that Nathan had those 4 interceptions, but he was 8 for 14 in the fourth quarter, had those couple big runs, and the fact that he didn't wilt, he kept pushing?
I think that's what you want in a leader, Nate's a leader. A guy that can forget, some mistakes that he made, and he definitely forgot those mistakes in the fourth and went out and tried to win the game, and he gave us the best, ability he could to get us in that last second moment where we had a chance to win.
Given how the game ended, what was the morale in the locker room? Was it we kind of let this one slip away, or how was that?
Guys were obviously upset. We're let down a little bit, but at the same time, I think a lot of guys realize what we can do. And when a team understands their potential, I think what we're going to do next week is we're going to come back and we're going to work hard. And we're gonna get ready for ECU, and we're gonna prepare the best that we possibly can to go out the rest of the season and not let any losses happen for the rest of the year.
Larry said after the game the defense played winning football.
Yeah.
So how big is it knowing that group went out there and performed the way they did and got some of the stops they did?
I think that's really good. That gives us confidence. That lets offense know, that's what we need to do. If they're doing their job, we need to go out here and do our job. And when both parts are doing their job, it's hard to stop a team like that.
We haven't talked to you since you've returned. It's the first chance. I mean, generally, you talked a little about it already. What's it like to kind of be back in Carolina through all the, at Ohio State, transferring, and what's that been like becoming a Tar Heel and working with this team?
At the end of the day, I'm just happy, man. I'm just glad to be back. It's a little change, but it's not as big a change as people think. At the end of the day, it's still college football, and you got to come here and you got to work, and you got to do your job, and you got to pay attention to things and be the best you can be at the end of the day. And being in Carolina, feeling happier, being back home makes me want to do that to a higher level. And like I said a minute ago, I've got a lot of pride here. I've got a lot of things I want to achieve for this team. And being here is exciting.
What went behind your decision to come here?
A lot of things, man. I had some family situations going on, because that was one of the reasons that I was able to get granted the hardship. And then, I wanted to contribute more. That was a part. But so I guess you could say the family part and the contribution for the team.
Thanks, man.